So in today's class, I'm going to do some yoga for your nervous system, which I feel like is quite needed at this time, due to the everything. I won't get into that. I mean, of course, all yoga is kind of for calming the nerves, right? It's for kind of finding calm and stillness. But like these particular breath work and I've Sanyas that we'll be doing today are specifically for tapping into that rest and digest mode, really tapping into improving your vagal tone. The vagus nerve runs right from the brain all the way down the spine and connects to the digestive system. In fact, it connects to most organs on the way down the body. So our hope is to tone the vagus nerve and calm down. And for today's practice, you need some wall. So get yourself some open wall space. We're going to be starting with legs up the wall, and you will need either a yoga bolster or two or three different pillows for today's session. So yes, let's get started. We're going to come up to your wall space or side of the bed, whatever you have available. And we're going to just come nudge up to it like I'm doing with bent knees, and then you just recline down and then slowly put your legs up and kind of shimmy around. I love legs up the wall pose because it's very relaxing, but it's really helpful to getting calming things down, and it's a fun place to start. Just feel like just find a place where you feel comfortable. Feel free to add a pillow and your head if that feels supportive. And we'll just arrive in this practice today, just taking a mindful pause to acknowledge that the world is going on around, but here we have our safe, quiet space of rest, and you're here for your restful practice. So try the best you can to be present in today's class and ignore the everything going on around. So just noticing what you've come in here today, noticing if how this feels to be having your legs up the wall. Make sure you are resting your heels against the wall, or if you're using a chair or bed, bend the knees so that you're fully resting and not trying to hold yourself up with your core strength. All right, we'll begin with a little mindfulness of the eyes. The eyes are also connected to the vagus nerve, and it's a great way to kind of force your body into a relaxation state. So I'd just like you to just focus on a point that you can see, maybe on the ceiling or something that's in your line of vision. I want you to just focus there and just try and keep your eyes open and not blinking for as long as you can. And after not very long, you'll feel the need to close your eyes. And so just when you feel like you can't take it anymore, you just let your eyes gently close. And we're going to rub our hands together, getting a bit of warmth going in the palms. And then I want you to lightly cup around the eyes. So placing your palms right over each eye. And we're just going to press down on the bony structures. So the cheekbones, the eye socket, above the eye socket, the skull bone. Just press down here with as much or little force as feels good to you, okay? Just go with whatever feels right for you at this time. Just enjoy how dark it is when you do this, the inky black darkness. And the third stage is to rest all the muscles of your eyes. So keeping your palms of your hands, cupping your eyes, and just see if you can almost suck in your eyes, your eyeballs into your eye sockets. Just let them go retract in deeper as your muscles rest. It might trigger a yawn. See if it triggers. So feeling like, oh, this would be a great time to nap. By the way, this mindfulness of the eyes technique is great to use as you're going to bed. So helpful. All right. So keeping your eyes closed and your eyes relaxed, just gently move your hands back, relaxed again by your side, palms facing up. And we're going to do a little mindful breathing using the 4-7-8 technique. So what that means is we're going to breathe in deeply for 4 beats and hold for 7, and then slowly release through the mouth for 8. And please feel free to go in your own time with what feels good for you. We're really going to slow down the breath and lengthen the exhale, which again triggers relaxation and calm in the body. So before we start, just noticing the breath, noticing how it feels, watching the rise and fall of the belly as you're breathing in and out. Tapping into being more aware of what the breath is doing. And then when you're ready, you're going to count, taking a deep inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then slowly release through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then again, inhale for 4. I'll let you count 7. Then you get to 7 to slowly release for 8 through the mouth. It's a bit like blowing out candles really slowly. We'll do a few more rounds of that in your own time. So inhaling for 4. Really inflate the whole chest, all your lungs, feeling your ribs expand, holding it for 7. As you hold it, notice if you're tensing anywhere and just see if you can relax that. Relaxing the jaw, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the belly. And release for 8. I'll let you go in your own time. Be mindful of any part of this experience if it feels challenging or tight for any reason. Just noticing and allowing without worrying if it's a little hard or it might be super easy. And so turning back to your regular breath, just noticing if you're feeling a bit different already to how you arrived on the mat today. So before we all fall asleep like this, we're going to bring little movements into the joints. So it's like you just tip your head from one side, be a nice stretch down the side of your neck, and then look to the other side. Just finding your point of resistance. Back to center, and reaching for one side of the head with the other hand, just tipping your head towards the shoulder. Again, be a nice stretch on the opposite side of the neck. Just release and to the other side. Still looking upwards. And release. And we're going to put our hands onto shoulders and joining our elbows together and just drawing big circles with the shoulders. We're going to find the range of motion of the shoulder and then changing direction. Just a bit of warmth in main joints. And reach up to the ceiling and make gentle fists. And we're going to roll out the wrists one way and then the other way. And relax your hands back down. And then we can point the toes, flex the toes, bring a bit of gentle movement into your feet. And then rolling ankle joints, like drawing circles with your big toes one way and the other way. All right, then bring your knees in. Use your hands around your knees and then stretching up and then in. Stretching your legs out, just bringing a bit of warmth into the knees and then opening the hips out and back. Finding some motion in your hip joints. Lovely. All right, so from here we can bring your knees right in, wrapping your arms around your shins. Oh. Taking a moment in wind release pose. You can bring your head up towards your knees if that's helping you. And release it back down. I'm going to bring both legs over to the side. You're going to do a really yummy twist. Bring your arms out into a T, looking over your shoulder so you can be pushing against the wall with your feet here. And play around using the wall being right there to deepen the stretch or just find what feels good in your own body. Let's have a lovely twist. Breathing deeply into the twisted rib cage. And then bring your legs back to center, still bent knees, and then let it go over to the other side and changing the direction of your gaze. Breathing deeply. And bring your arm up and over so that your arms are in the same direction as your knees. Let's take a moment here, fetal position. And then we're ready, we're going to gently come up onto hands and knees for some cat-cows. Taking your time, feeling in tabletop position. And we're going to do cat-cow, but with a little breath work too. So to begin, we're breathing in, belly falls down, gazing upwards. And on the exhale, I want you to make a okay, so we're going to do as we bring the navel in, chin to chest, tailbone down. This might look to observers a bit weird, but never mind. And then we're just going to flow into looking up. And then when you're ready to exhale, it's great for the vagus nerve. Do a few more of those in your own time. It's really enjoying bringing gentle movement into your whole body. I won't keep doing the noise because it might be weird on the audio. But please keep going. It's really good for you. And then back to tabletop position. I'm going to wag the dog, so gently move the hips back and forth, and you can look towards your hip as it's coming towards you, and then looking over, looking at the tail of the dog, back and forth. Enjoying exploring and playing a little. You can make the movements as exaggerated as you wish as you explore what feels good. Alright, then we'll just come down into a quick child's pose, so resting your forehead on the mat. And feel free to rest here if you feel like that's needed. Otherwise, me back up in seated position. Let's take a drink of water because it's still quite warm. Orange squash. You're going to join me in staff pose. So moving your seat bones. And then we're going to come to a nice straight spine, toes pointed upwards. Feel free to use your hands if you need. If this is challenging, you can also lean against your wall space instead. Engaging the core, feeling like you've got a thread coming up out the top of your head, just pulling you up, lengthening you. Feel free to have a little bend in your knees to support your lower back. I should have said in the intro that a lot of these poses today are quite lower back heavy. So please do take care if you do have any lower back twinges. All right. So with your bolster or pillow available, you put it between your legs. You bring a bit of a bend into the knees. And we're going to take a nice breath up, extend arms overhead, and then lean forward and see if you can clasp your hands around your knees. And there, if you want to, you can bring your pillows or bolsters on top to kind of lean against. To see if you can connect your thighs to your belly. And feel free to deepen the bend of the knees, again to support your lower back. And if you want to take it a bit deeper, then just gently push your heels along the mat, still keeping that contact with the belly and the thighs. I'll rest here a moment. All of the bent over positions are really nice for the nervous system and resting. I'll do a couple now. See if you can melt down to it a little bit further. Connecting back with that breath. Noticing what it's doing and see if you can lengthen it a little bit. Okay, I'm going to gently come back up. Keep the pillow bolster nearby. You can windscreen wipe your legs out if it feels a little niggly. The old hamstrings and quads. Alrighty. Alright, and I'm going to extend one leg straight, and we're going to bend and put the other foot across the knee. Going to a gentle twist, half Lord of the Fishes. Again, check that the toes are pointing upwards, and check that your spine is nice and tall. Deep breath in, and on exhale, we're going to bend, twist around, placing the hand behind you. If you want to deepen the stretch, you can bring the arm across the thigh. Doing great. I think we're over halfway there. And gently release and unravel that leg, and we're going to bend the other leg and put it over. And then again, nice straight spine. Inhale in, and then exhale, just melting around, looking over your shoulder. Hand comes down. And again, you can deepen it with your arm if you wish. And again, gently unravel. Lovely. Extending the legs out in front again, and we're going to open the feet out, opening the hips gently, and then we're going to bring the feet together in bound ankle pose. Again, just get comfortable finding that place that feels good. You can push your knees down towards the mat. You wish. Push, push, push. Just make sure you're not holding on to the actual ankles. You can hold around the feet. Get a nice straight spine. And we're going to fold forward again. So you might want to have your pillow ready. We're going to put your arms up in the air and then gently pivot forward. It might not seem like too far of a movement, but it's wherever you feel the resistance is a good point to stop. And you can angle your pillows to support you in holding that place. Keep breathing. Notice any tension in the face, in the jaw, in the forehead, and melt that away. Shoulders away from ears. If you're just getting very uncomfortable, you can release early, but I'm just going to hang in there a tiny bit longer. Okay, and then gently coming up, out. Ooh, okay. Place your bolster somewhere where you can reach it. And we're going to slide down onto the back. Alright, we're just taking a big stretch up, releasing any tension. Wonderful. And then we're going to bend our knees, planting the feet on the ground. And we're going to do little pelvic tilts, and then we're going to do some bridge work. Okay. So pelvic tilts. It's a very small movement. So I'll show you, and I'll use my hands to see what's going on because it doesn't look like much. But basically, on an inhale, we're going to tilt the pelvis slightly off the ground, and exhale, we're going to bring the tailbone right back down. So engaging the core. All right, so I'm going to do a few of those. They're really great for the inner abdominal muscles, really great for pots and things like that. So anyway, in your own time, an inhale, I'm going to tilt up, so drawing the navel in, hips upwards, and exhale, spine straightens, tailbone to the ground. So I'll let you do a few of those in your own time. Don't worry if it seems like you barely do anything, because it's definitely a workout and something's happening. Couple more. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of bridge flows. So we're going to move our arms upwards in time with the breath, and we're going to float the hips up and into a gentle bridge. So the next inhale, looking towards the ceiling, you're going to gently bring your arms up, hips come up, and float up and over, placing the arms gently overhead. And on exhale, bring the arms down, bring the spine down vertebra by vertebra back to the mat. I'll do two more of those. Just taking a moment to pause the next one. In your own time with your in breath, up and over like a wave going up and over. Checking the knees are not flailing out, they should be coming toward each other. And releasing slowly back down. Lovely jubbly. And then one more. A really great exercise for abdominal strength and also for any lower back niggles. Okay, so we've done three. And then make sure that your pillow is in grabbing distance. It's going to then just, so without the arms this time, we can just lift up and then we're going to shove the pillow or bolster underneath your bridge and then come down. And we're just going to rest here a while in a bridge pose, but supported. So make any adjustments. You should have the pillow or bolster so that it's not kind of causing discomfort. If it doesn't feel comfy, then it's not quite right. So please make adjustments until it feels like, okay, comfortable to stay like that. And again, we'll just check that the knees are not coming outwards, the knees are parallel inwards. And rest your arms by your sides, palms facing up. And maybe take a moment to close the eyes, or you practice the mindfulness of the eyes exercise one more time. Letting the eyes rest. Tucking the chin towards the chest, extending and lengthening the neck. And then we're going to come into a lovely stretch. We'll extend the legs out, so straightening the legs. Resting on your heels at the same time, you're going to lift the arms up overhead. It's getting really long and feeling a lovely stretch through the whole front body. Just see if you can just melt into that, really let go. You shouldn't be holding on or trying to engage muscles. Just let the muscles all relax. So you passively stretch the whole body. Whilst we're here, you can imagine that you're breathing in through your feet, the soles of your feet, and the breath is coming all the way up the body, up through the head, through the arms and out. And on the exhale, your focus is going down the arms, down the head, down the torso, to the hips, down the legs and out the feet. It's like a wave of energy, a wave of breath. Alright, so to come out of this, bring your arms back down. We're going to bend the knees inwards and lifting your legs up off the ground. Straighten your legs and point your toes towards the ceiling. And then bending, pivoting at the hips and bringing your feet over your head into a gentle plow position. And we're going to push, gently push the pillow or bolster away from underneath your hips. Okay, and then we're going to gently guide the legs down towards the ground. All right. So make any adjustments you need. I'm actually placing the bolster underneath my knees. Just grab a pillow or blanket or anything else you need, and we're going to come into our final rest now. Just noticing how the body feels after this practice. Do anything that the body needs if you need to. Bring the knees in for a second, or listening to the body that it wants. Maybe you want a little bit to drink first. All right. We're going to find stillness in our shavasana pose. Palm is facing up. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose, and then gently release through the mouth with a sigh. Really feeling all the points of contact with the ground, back of the head, shoulder blades, pelvis, heels, feeling the ground rising up to meet you and support you. But I'll finish today's practice, the nervous system, with what I find relaxes me the quickest out of meditations, which is the body scan technique. I'm going to name different body parts, and I want you to just draw your mind's eye to that location. I start with the top of the head, the scalp, the forehead, the left eye, right eye, the left cheek, right cheek, top of the nose, the chin, left earlobe, the right earlobe, front of the neck, and the back of the neck. Taking a gentle breath in, and exhale, completely rest the head and neck, heavy, loose, relaxed. Coming into the left shoulder, the left upper arm, elbow, lower arm, wrist, palm of the hand, back of the hand, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth, fifth finger, and fifth finger, and the space between the fingers. Taking a gentle breath in. As you exhale, let the whole left arm and hand go heavy, loose, deeply relaxed. That's good. And coming into the right shoulder, right arm, elbow, lower arm, wrist, all the way around the wrist, palm of the hand, back of the hand, thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, and fifth finger, and the space between the fingers. Taking a gentle breath in. As you exhale, let the whole right arm and hand go heavy, loose, and deeply relaxed. Coming to the chest, left clavicle bone, right clavicle bone, the center of the chest, left rib cage, right rib cage, left belly, right belly, left hip, and right hip, left side of the body, right side of the body, lower back, mid back, left shoulder blade, and right shoulder blade. Taking a gentle breath in. As you exhale, let the whole torso and back go heavy, loose, and relaxed. And coming into the right thigh, front of the thigh, back of the thigh, back of the knee, kneecap, right shin, right calf muscle, ankle all the way around, top of the foot, sole of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe, and the space between the toes. Taking a gentle breath in. As you exhale, let the whole right leg and foot go heavy, loose, so deeply relaxed. And coming into the left thigh, top of the thigh, back of the thigh, back of the knee, kneecap, shin, calf muscle, ankle all the way around, top of the foot, sole of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe, and the space between the toes. Take a gentle breath in. As you exhale, let the whole left leg and foot go heavy, loose, deeply relaxed. And focusing on the whole of the front of the body all the way down, and all of the back of the body all the way down. And noticing the whole body go deeper, deeper, and heavier into rest and relaxation. And notice how deeply relaxed you feel and how easy this procedure has been. And slowly bring a little movement into your fingers, toes, feeling the weight of your body against the mat and feeling the temperature of the air on your skin. Taking a deep breath and stretch. And when you're ready, gently rolling onto your side, lifting your knees, taking a couple of deep breaths on the side, and releasing out of your mouth with a sigh. You're ready, gently pushing up to seated position. Your hands together with your chest, taking your head towards the center of wisdom in your heart. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.